Bonjour.
Je m'appelle Rhett.
Et bienvenue à Barn Burner.
Comment ça va?
Hey, la vie.
Très bien. Très bien. It was all that Montreal, all the Frances from last night. I'm still still in my bones.
Mario Lemieux!
Le 13e étoile, the third star, Mats Naslund.
Naslund was good last night,
Yeah, that was great last night. Hey, welcome to Barn Burner. It's a presentation of Bet365, world's largest sports betting platform and official gaming partner of Barn Burner and Afterburner.
Stop
You
it.
don't say.
Yeah.
We hit the over yesterday. We all wanted the over. Remember?
Wanted the over. Cheer for the over.
Got the over.
Skeptical for a
Well, we
bit.
should get pizzas then.
Open an account with Bet365 today. Bet on a huge range of markets. Whatever the moment, it's never ordinary at Bet365. When you sign, it says it right there. Use the promo code NATION when you sign up. Do it. And we got Superchat. That's right. During the course of the show, if you're in the YouTube chatteroony there, you can make a cash donation, and we'll take that money and get it over to the youth centers of Calgary. They'll do good with it, and we'll get your message and put it on the show.
Did you get one already?
We got one already. Do you want to start with it?
What?
I don't know. I didn't look at it. It's just
Let's
Let's
go.
do it. Let's get right into
All
it.
right. Jeez, stop yelling.
Whoa, $10.
Jonathan Greenaway, $10. Solid game for Canada overall. Not confident in Bennington. He was leaky all night except for overtime, but it should never have gotten to overtime in the first place. Would you go with Hill versus the US of A?
You got a coin?
I don't have a coin.
We've
No
talked
one has
about this a
coins.
lot lately.
Flip it.
I don't know why anybody would have coins.
It is a short tournament. Like, you absolutely could go to Hill. It's just, if he doesn't play well, now what? You got two guys you don't want to play? Like, yeah.
You know what the real question is? Is that a hill you're prepared to die on?
Oh.
Come on today, boys.
Here's the other question I have. So you don't trust Binnington, but now you're not even trusting the other guy that's supposed to be just as good. Like your fear is that your goaltenders are shit.
Well, it's been the fear someone's been talking about for 5 years. But
is that you, Ryan?
the Cooper said,
Are you the one that's been talking about this for 5 years?
Well, someone's been hitting me over the head like I'm an idiot about it. Now all of a sudden everyone's talking about it.
Oh,
So
see,
I
we were
feel vindicated.
Ryan
Yes.
Wright, vindicated.
Boom.
You're
Now look, there's one goal he'd love that back, right? Not good.
two.
Maybe two, but the other one's kind of crossbar in, and the deep pair's an absolute disaster in front of him.
Yeah.
One for sure, but then he's awesome in overtime. You're like, okay, but I thought Hill was going to start game one. Like, that was the guy I thought they'd go with. But Cooper said, we're not going to be rotating guys. Like, we want to ride a guy, and he won. It was great in overtime, so they're going to keep riding.
Cooper will change.
What's
I
that?
mean, I don't think Cooper will change.
Yeah,
Sorry.
and I don't know if the Super Chat's asking what we're saying or what we're predicting to do, but Team Canada's not going to change goalie right
I don't think so, especially after he said it.
Yeah.
And who said something on the show after? Well, maybe that was just not
Just for
looking at-
Binnington's mindset to settle.
Well, what's that? If he throws Hill in, all the goaltenders are.
Well, it's more the opponent on Saturday. Like, that's going to be the highest octane offense Canadian goalie to face, right?
And I think they're all Americans.
I've heard that. Actually, although Jake Sanderson played for Springbank here, I'm a little concerned about his paperwork.
Yeah,
Great Calgary minor hockey product.
Born in
and
Buffalo.
I was going to say
Born in
that
Whitefish.
Nylander kid
He's playing.
played for Sweden last night.
Another. Just traitors all
Born
over.
in Calgary. Prick. Anyway.
I think Binnington to answer the super chat. That's my vote.
Yeah.
I like them in
I would
overtime.
have loved to see Hill start game one, but whoever Cooper picked is going to be the guy until he really falls in his face. And it's probably too late at that point.
Yeah.
Short tournament.
Is it
4 games max?
Huh. You don't say.
Yeah.
Because there's only
4 nations facing off.
Yeah.
I saw about 1,000 memes yesterday that you would have hated every single one of them.
So we're going to see.
So they were all not funny.
So we're going to
correct.
see them later
Right.
today.
So stay tuned.
I was like, Jack, do you think we could do 26? No, none of them. Boomer would hate it, but that's the only payoff.
I don't dislike memes. There's a lot of memes that I think are very funny. See, here's the thing. Your GIF game, right? You know, when you would, I've always said, very strong. One of the best in the game.
My meme game not as strong.
It's not as strong.
No.
You're jumping on them too early, I think. Like the
Meme?
baking thing. It came across your
Before
plate and you threw it in there.
Yeah, like it was.
I've seen some weird ones.
Anyway.
Opening statements from McLeod Law.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
I need a lawyer.
Do you?
Got a guy for you. Got a couple guys and gals.
I was lying in bed thinking about who I could sue.
That's what
Did
you
they do that?
Lying in bed, just like Brian Wilson did.
God damn it.
McLeod-law.com. That's who you need.
Wow.
That's who you need. Whether it's per serious, got some serious legal issues, or no, in
Bought
order
a house.
in order to make this purchase, I need a lawyer to sign off on the paperwork.
Or maybe just some nighttime fun suing, like Brett wants to do.
Yeah, that's
Matsu.
I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna get that son of a bitch.
Bastard done me wrong.
Yeah. Canada wins 4-3
Whew, that was a game.
over the Swedish Olympic national team
Ice Hockey Federation.
The Trey Kroners.
in overtime. Before we get too deep into it, there's a couple things. Now, again, this is not particularly funny, but just observations made on the old internet about the Four Nations face-off.
Yeah.
So I threw a couple things in there. It's in Montreal, so everything's French, eh?
Vive la France.
Yeah, Vive France.
Vive le Quebec Libre.
And for a good chunk of the game, felt like this big Canada win. And then for a while, it's like, ooh, are they gonna
Hang on now.
shit the bed here? What's gonna happen?
Oh, no.
Which then gives you this kind of what's going to happen here with this tournament, because we've talked a lot about, oh, do you care about it, whatever. I'm not sure if we care, and this sort of thing. And this one was sent my way last night. Well, it depends, I suppose.
Right.
Did Canada win it? Yes. Hockey is Canada's best. It's our sport. We live and breathe it.
Rah, rah, rah.
Oh, did we lose? This stupid tournament.
Dumb.
Dumb thing. Made up
Never liked it.
bullshit.
I would
Good
use
drive.
the attention.
Yeah.
I do actually think the game that we did see would help, because if they won 6-1, you'd
It
be like,
was a
it may as well just be Ryder Cup Canada USA. Like, I think what took forever to Sweden to get any chances in the first, it felt like we had a blowout on our hands for a while. But that not happening, I think, helped, because we had an incredibly entertaining final third and overtime.
That goaltending made it a hockey game.
It's true. If Connor Hellebuck was in net, this might not have been close at all.
This might not have been a very good game at all. We'd be very much
Maybe even Logan Thompson. Who knows?
Yeah, that's true. Shit. Who picked this team? But we had boots on the ground, or what do they call it with the something on the whatever?
How do you say that in French, Jack? Boots on the ground.
What was our daily face
Zapatos,
off?
Donla. No, that's
Oh, we had
Spanish.
someone there?
Shit, yeah.
Because we're
Four Nations.
We're big
face
time.
off
Yeah.
at Four Nations.
Our buddy Sterling from Origin Brewing.
Shut
No.
Yeah, he was there.
I got a buddy taking his kid on Saturday.
Yeah.
Gosh dang it. That
Awful
was a good
seats,
time.
too, which you would expect for a guy
Yeah.
like or not.
That's pretty flipping good.
Oh,
It's the Confrontation des Four Nations.
Oh, wow. Sounds more hostile, doesn't it?
it
Yeah.
does. Violent.
Confrontation. So, yeah, he was there.
How do you say four in French? Cat?
Cat.
Cat nations?
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know?
Trois,
Confrontation des Cat Nations.
quatre.
I did reach out. So how was the match? Have not heard back. I
Not
wonder
good.
if the
Oh, no.
Le Brewery was.
Le Busy.
Yeah.
La Belleville swallowed him.
That's right.
Yeah, there's if you don't hear back from someone in Montreal, just give them a day.
Yeah.
They're recovering.
But yeah, I mean, this is what this tournament needed.
Yes.
They needed eyeballs, some drama, and to your point, it was 2-0 before the Swedes got a shot on goal. This is going to be a runaway.
But there were still cool things. You're right. The game in general, but there are let's Lemieux coming out.
Mario.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Crosby with that pass.
Yeah.
Get the out of here.
How many seconds into the power play? You're like, yeah, okay, this could be fun.
Yeah.
That was wicked.
Oh my God, McKinnon down the
The
wall,
booing
Crosby.
of Matthews was also great. That's the thing about
In
Montreal.
It's perfect.
They take it really seriously.
I wish he'd have hammed it up a little more. Done like a
Yeah.
bow or
do like
something.
thank you very much. Appreciate it. Yeah,
Move
just
Don
really lean
Cherry.
into the
Yes.
villain role. But then, yeah, the Swedes got going, and I would guess it's probably natural a little bit. First, like you say, short tournament, first game together as a group. Not everything's going to be cohesive and smooth and all of that. But then the Swedes kind of got it going.
Well, we knew what we were
and
doing.
kind of snugged.
We had a game plan.
Snugged right up. And of course, everybody's main takeaway above all else was, could we get 10 minutes of overtime in the NHL?
Which immediately post-game, Nathan McKinnon said, I have no interest in doing this. I'm gassed. But also Nathan McKinnon was going 1-on-3 every overtime
That's right.
shift.
He was flying.
Nate, here's an idea. If you give it to the other superstars, you don't have to try to go 1-on-3 for the whole shift.
Yeah, he was dying. I don't know. We've talked about it. You've kind of, in terms of going to 10, injuries, concern about.
No, we're not going to 10. Is it an actual conversation?
100%.
No, let's go to 10. They're not. NHL's not going to 10 minutes. It's too long for no. And how exciting is 3 on? It's a little different when you got Crosby, then Marner, then McDavid, and then McCarr. Like, when you put out Lomberg, sorry, not as cool.
And now Backlund, Coleman, and Anderson, not the same.
No, it's 5 minutes. It's not changing.
Lomberg's on a beach somewhere, just taking strays.
They've coached
it's boring in the
fun
NHL.
out of 3-on-3. There's still some that are great, but when it
it's
started,
only
it was just
great
trading
when there's a
2-on-1s.
mistake made and they get the ability to start trading chances.
Once you get an odd man rush, it's just a
then
track
it's
meet
wide
until someone
open.
scores.
Until that
but
happens,
before that, it's just possession. They need an over and back rule before they have time, in my opinion.
It's not changing. That's not. I don't even stop it.
Oh, he's upset.
Wow, that out of that game, that's what we're going to.
That's our takeaway.
That's our takeaway.
How many more?
The Canadian fans decided that we need a 10-minute 3-on-3. Let's just play 3-on-3 then on short ice.
What's interesting is it is the NHL and the PA that comes together and makes the rules.
No way.
Who does?
Well, I know they do. They're not.
I think they put it at 10 for a reason. I think they're curious to how it looks. I don't think that means, to your point, that they're going to go to 10 in the NHL. I think Gary's very conscious of how long a game is. You don't want 3-hour games. You don't want Major League Baseball's gone way out of their way to change rules to tighten things up because they understand people's attention spans.
But by the time you do a shootout, in terms of real time, are you saving time?
No, the challenge is if you play 10 minutes of 3-on-3,
then you have to
still have to do a shootout. That's the issue.
I would be curious to know
what percentage of games go to the shootout.
Yeah, they usually in the AHL kind of guinea pig this stuff. If they were to put it in, how many games would end in the second 5-minute frame? I have a feeling, and I could be completely wrong. I think this is going to be something you're going to hear about people talk.
I agree.
10 minutes
It's already free to talk about.
Players were asked about it. I think McKinnon's the only guy who said he didn't like it.
Here's another take then. If that's what
he said,
dumbass reporters are asking after a game like that, shame on you.
They're not, dude.
Shame on you.
Of the things that came
the
up.
reason you'd bring it up is because the winner came outside of the 5-minute 3-on-3, and if they played NHL rules, it would have gone to a shootout, which would have been disappointing in my mind. Right?
Are you giving me a... Please. What are you talking? I understand.
No, it's a normal talking point. It's not a stupid question.
That's your take.
It's not the biggest takeaway.
So
it's
you,
one of many
after
things
that
were
game,
discussed.
as a reporter, you're walking at her. Hey, you guys want to play 10-minute overtimes in the NHL? Wouldn't that be great?
No, you probably talk about the game for 4 or 5 minutes and then say, hey, that was a longer overtime. That winner came after overtime would have expired.
Then you're a hockey nerd that needs to chill the F out.
I don't think you understand the media's job.
I do understand. There's enough to talk about.
Don't ask about it?
No.
Okay.
Till Gary says, hey, because you know who doesn't need to decide? Some dork sitting in the stands from the top row.
They're asking McKinnon his thoughts on it.
If they don't ask McKinnon, that they're coming up with the idea. They're asking the questions.
So you don't think that had any part of the game last night? Like, that's how it ended. It was, to your point, is it because they have the best players in the world? You're probably right.
No, I'm not probably right. I am right. That's why it was good.
But it was fucking amazing to watch.
So, Jack, if you're not bored over there, go pull up the last 3-on-3 overtime game the NHL
You don't need to be an asshole about it.
I'm just saying.
I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying people are talking about it. It's not fucking crazy.
You don't have to love it.
More
other people are
talking about that instead of the game.
You're making it sound like that's the only thing they're talking about.
They're not talking about that instead of the game. They're talking about the game.
Like they talked about Crosby and McKinnon. They talked about all that shit, but overtime was pretty amazing.
Then I think we've beat it to death. It's great. Let's talk about it. How deep do we want to go in it?
I brought it up as I should have waited to bring it up. I'm sorry. I should have things itemized in terms of importance. How was Sid, Rhett?
Sid was real good. I brought it up already.
Jesus.
Awesome. It's better than the 10-minute overtime.
Yeah.
Sid was way better than the 10-minute overtime.
You know what? A lot of people are talking about it. I don't want
If
you
we
to think
get
they're not.
Frank, if Frank does come on, warn him. Do not bring up 10 minutes of overtime.
Or talk about it and bore everyone so they shut the show off.
It's a friggin' time
This is
bomb
not
waiting to
boring.
go
This is
off.
Great. You fighting is each other. That's good for ratings. Keep
I
going.
just
We have to ask Frank about it now.
you make it sound like the first thing that was like all anybody talked about. Okay, Canada wins. Now, are we changing overtime length in the NA?
No.
No.
That's not how it went.
It was overtime was pretty exciting. And it was. It was the best part of the game.
And
That's it.
I don't understand how my take is wrong.
You're suggesting this is everyone's lead. It's not. This is not anyone's lead. It's not the big takeaway.
It's been our hottest topic.
No, it's not. We talked about goaltending already. We talked about the tournament, and I think
I should have
honestly
waited.
the credibility of the tournament. I like. There's a lot of people that said this is going to suck. It's going to be like an all-star game. Last night's game did a lot to distance itself from that take.
The first half was There was
yeah,
right?
It might have been the best Flames game of the year.
like
but
the
yes.
first half was, but we're not comparing it to a Flames game. We're comparing it to best on best, 9 years since we've seen it.
Okay.
But again, it was the first game of the tournament and all of that. If they don't tie it, what does the game look like? Like you say, if it gets to 3-0,
3-2. I don't.
We can play the if this happened game, whatever. All we know is that we had one game. We judged that one game. I thought it was an awesome bleeping game.
the first, I mean, you get that early power play, and it was that friggin' pass and then goal. Crosby was amazing
Yes.
last night.
He was the best player on the ice.
Jack, you're right. Crosby's amazing.
Oh, maybe he's not going to be on the team. Is he too old? Well, I guess he'll wear the C. Should McDavid wear the C? He owned the night.
It's time to pass the.
He
No,
owned
just
the
fine.
night. You're thinking this like Avalanche GM Chris McFarland. Is he up there? Kind of. Where's Dubas at? Is
What
Dubas
would it
up here?
cost?
Just
What's the,
wondering.
Sad line.
I know Sid said he's not really interested, but
That's what he's gonna say.
trade deadline's coming up.
That's at the end of the tournament when he's played with this McKinnon fellow for 4 games.
We don't have anybody wearing 87 in Colorado.
Yeah.
Could probably make that work if if Sid was interested. But
Could I sell you a Casey Middlestat?
it was awesome to watch him because
And it's also awesome because the fans were so behind.
they were so behind him, chanting his name. Mario comes out, Sid takes over. I mean, it is kind of storybook stuff.
Big time.
But
Does it happen anywhere like
I don't
Toronto?
I was gonna
Montreal?
say-
No.
maybe
If it's Toronto, you bring someone else out. But Mario
do.
in Montreal's got like the World Cup was announced yesterday, which is no surprise. They're going to go stagger it every even numbered year that's not Olympics, as we expected. They want to get back to this every 2 years is best on best. There's a thought that, okay, 2028, you got a World Cup. Man, Calgary and Edmonton are going to have 2 of the newer rinks on earth. There's going to be some games in North America, some in Europe. Could you have something here? And I was thinking, if you had one in Calgary, who would come out? You're like, well, it's got to be Ginla. Like, imagine him coming out in front of a Team Canada game, and you can talk about the golden goal. And but Mario in Montreal was the perfect spark for that building to go off in a tournament where people really, I don't know how convinced they're going to be it was going to be great or not.
Yeah.
But with that was, there couldn't have been a better start than Mario in Montreal.
the crowd was a big part of
Do
it.
it right.
Yes.
They
Do
really
it
did.
right.
Yes.
I don't always love the Habs. but
I know.
they Do it
Sometimes
right.
it's a little-
Understand this.
To you from failing hands, we passed
Yes.
it. So, okay, we get it. But
It's the ceremony. It's the.
I'll tell you what, though, even the
festival
guys,
environment.
Dan
right?
Foose, all the guys that play there, not everyone, I guess, but there is a certain level of
Mystique.
mystique and class
Mhm.
that is,
There is, yeah.
associated with those players.
Yep.
And how they handle
royalty,
themselves.
right?
It's,
Yeah.
Yes.
it's funny you brought that up because as you're watching, this guy played this, former Montreal Canadian captain, Vincent Danfus. Oh,
Yeah, I guess he's still.
thought maybe it'd be Saku Koivu or somebody more exciting for us, but
Delavo,
poor Vinny.
Shard,
Um,
Harvey. What were you
well, I mean, we've talked about the goaltending. I don't know. The Kempe shot shouldn't go in.
correct.
And I just wonder about the Brodeen. Now it's off his shoulder, but it's kind of in the middle of the net. I almost wonder, how did he Still, how did he miss it?
You're not going to beat Connor Hellebuck with that shot. That's who they play on Saturday. Now, some big saves in overtime, but generally speaking, probably shouldn't have needed overtime.
Yeah.
But for the entertainment value of the game, through the roof.
Yeah, just in terms of the goaltending, he makes the big save in overtime.
He looked more dialed in.
He
He
looked-
looked active in overtime.
Yeah.
It's like he was.
And
like,
he didn't see a lot of rubber early, to be fair.
That's true. He's
It's
probably
game one.
It's the one thing-
17
yeah.
minutes till he had a scoring chance or something. Like, ooh.
It's the one thing probably Cooper didn't need. It's a great night. Unbelievable.
But it's not as great if that doesn't happen, though, either, right?
Totally.
Yeah, I guess-
3-1 victory is a fairly standard, what we expected. Okay.
But for his guts, it's like, do I go with Binnington? Well, yeah, oh yeah, he's my guy. Didn't like the Kempe goal.
Well,
I would be interested because it's Armstrong running things, right?
Yeah.
How much? I'm sure
Well, I don't
they're
think Parayko
kumbaya and it's all together. But
Yeah,
in
yeah.
the back of Cooper's head, he's like, "This freaking guys."
Because that happened. And again, all the World Cups and Olympics kind of get jumbled together for me. But when Pat Quinn was coaching Team Canada and went with what? Luongo over Cujo,
Mhm.
and then Cujo was pissed. I remember they came back to Toronto and their first night back, hey, gold medal winning Canada team and so, and Curtis Joseph back, and you can see because Joseph didn't touch the net, and he was fucking sour with Quinn. That's kind of real. There is some real stuff
yeah.
there. Because wasn't it Marty St. Louis got sour with Stevie Y when he was in Tampa about
Big
not
picks.
making Team
Yep.
Canada there? So
well, and I don't know that Colton Parayko makes this team with 31 other GMs running it. I mean, maybe 5 of them he does. There's better players than Colton Parayko, but it's Doug Armstrong's guy. He's huge and defensively sound, except on that disaster goal. That feels like I know that player well. I've gone to war with him pick rather than absolutely one of the best 6 Canadian defensemen pick.
yeah. I didn't even look at the D that obviously we talked about goaltending, and that's a short conversation.
Yeah.
It's
And then up front, well, should Scheifele be there? There were some names there.
there's always going to be questions when you have this caliber of
Yeah.
team, and I don't think I have an opinion that they did take players that aren't the highest caliber,
Seravalli, Konechny, Bennett would be that.
right? And that's fine. That's fine. And if they win, it won't matter. And last night was awesome. Got everybody interested, very excited. If they blow it, and by blow it, lose, and
If they don't win the thing.
if they don't win, the bullseye, it's
Oh, yeah.
coming.
Yeah.
It is coming.
Yeah. And it's as
I don't care how good they play,
Mhm.
it's coming.
Yeah. And I like those selections. And I think there are also guys in markets that don't get enough love in Canada. Like I think if you
Yep.
had Hagel playing in Edmonton or Toronto, people wouldn't shut up about him.
Do we have the Marchand goal by chance? Because
Jarvis had a hell of a night.
I've got
That-
all the highlights. I just don't. We got in trouble last
oh,
night.
okay.
Should I show it quickly?
I guess we'll find out. Yeah,
If you're
Just
if you get
take-
punted, we'll just come back and join us.
just take down the. Just have our pretty faces on there, and then go straight to the vid. No sponsors or whatever. It's kind of a neat part of this play. You know, Seth Jarvis was he Winnipeg kid, but he played in Carolina, young guys.
Come on, Brayden. Come on. We love you.
Are they going to trade Marchand if they fall out?
Yep.
No,
Move on.
I think they'll lose him for nothing rather than trade him. They're too hard headed to think he'd sign elsewhere. In my opinion, the Bruins.
Been a weird year there.
Yep.
Doesn't feel right anymore,
Just
does it?
they've not really instilled a lot of confidence in the front office with
Yeah.
the decisions they've made over the last 6 months.
Again, the internet being what it is, like if Brad Marchand moves, the Oilers would be a destination. Like, oh,
No,
Don't
please
do it.
no.
I like you, Brad Marchand. I really do.
It took a while, but I'm there. Don't go do this to me now.
Don't do it.
Not now.
Don't do this to me. So the game today is the
Jeez.
the dirty Yanks.
Yep.
Is that what it is?
Deep, dirty Yanks.
Yeah. Against the squeaky clean Finns.
The limping Finns.
Yeah.
Limping Finn? Limping Finn?
Is that what it is?
There it is. Yeah.
Now listen.
Not sure we're gonna see overtime tonight.
Our faces are on the screen. We have no room to laugh at anybody. Anyone's headshots.
Mm.
But from left to right, I'm not. I mean, Eichel almost, it kind of looks like he's on the Muppet Show or something.
Yeah,
I'm
it
not
is, yeah.
sure.
Is he Fozzie Bear?
Franco
Got some
Rock.
Fozzie.
There's
got some
something
Fozzie
there.
vibes, yeah.
I don't know about like Austin is.
It's kind of got that Chinese dictator hair, the Mao Zedong or whatever. Like it's kind of getting up high in the corners.
It's definitely got a vibe.
Yeah.
And you know what? He was one of the first of the new young guys to have the mustache.
Yep.
It was like, that's weird.
And
Kinda
it was a little vote for Pedro high school
Yeah.
mustache for a while too. Yeah.
She's tick now.
Yeah, tick, but tick.
Yeah.
boy.
Then that's Sebastian Aho.
Good hair.
Good looking guy.
Best hair on the screen.
He's kind of giving you a very much a sideways glance as though you farted in church or something. He's,
Mhm. Do you not know that is my girlfriend? Why are you talking to
are
her?
you kidding me right now with that? And then the captain, Sasha Barkov.
He's like, that was me. I farted.
He's just
That was me.
when are we eating Jello? He's just kind of the happy-go-lucky young. Anyway, so it was gonna be it's gonna be a great banger. Gonna be a great game tonight.
They're missing Haskinen. Like,
Yeah.
the desert misses the rain, Dean.
You know who's got a nice decor?
Not the
Are you
Finns.
talking nest? You'd be
The
in cheeky?
Swedes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they were good.
They're like,
No Rasmus.
Yeah.
Rasmus and I were both eating popcorn watching that one last night.
Did you check in with Ras? How's he doing?
He's sour.
Yeah, I thought
Yeah, he's
sour was what I
pissy.
was thinking of.
Why are you so pissy, Rasmus? I said, fuck off. Who's this? How'd you get my number?
Fat boy, what are you doing?
Yeah.
calling
Hey,
me?
Tubby, shut it. So not totally.
Well, and the decor tonight without Quinn Hughes is pretty incredible as well. Like Slavin, Fox, Werenski, McAvoy, Hannafin, Faber, Sanderson's the 7. Imagine Quinn Hughes in there. You had to punt one of those guys out.
That's right. We're good to go. We have boots on the ground as we head to the Crystal Waters Insider Hotline. Our buddy Frank Seravalli joins us
Yes.
from La Belle Province, Montreal.
I'm asking them too, by the way.
All right.
Are you?
Okay.
Okay.
For sure. Crystal Waters, crystal clear choice for just let them just say, come in and just make sure we're all good.
Whatever.
Whatever.
Make sure my house is okay.
They were at my house yesterday checking things out.
Yeah.
They're at my house a lot. Huh?
Sounds like it
Wait a minute.
when you're not there.
I'm never home.
403-219-4100. Check them out, crystalclearcalgary.com. Let's go and say hello to Frank Seravalli, who was there last night. Frankie boy,
Monsieur Frank.
there he is. We were just kind of the things we were talking about. It was I don't know if you want to call it genius, but having Montreal as a host city, really the fans in the building, I think, made a difference last night as they brought the juice early and it was there throughout the game. And obviously the game came through with an overtime and it was exciting, but there's something about games in Montreal and just their passion that on television, on radio, it comes through. You can feel it.
Yeah, look, I think John Cooper said it best after the game. He said Montreal just does hockey right. And there's really no place quite like it. It's a million things. It's the mystique of this franchise that inhabits this building. When you look up and you can see Stanley Cup champion 1918, like that's crazy. But it's also the way that this building, the volume in here, it's the attention to detail that fans have to the game. Like they are so in tune with every little aspect of the game. It's not that they know hockey better. It's just that they're not surfing on their phones. They're so zoned in on the game that I think it just provides the atmosphere that you get in other Canadian markets during a playoff game. But they do that here in the regular season. And then you add in on top of it the way they do pomp and circumstance, ceremony, and the NHL bringing out some of the legends that they did, led with Le Magnifique himself and Mario Lemieux. It makes the hair on the back of your neck stand up. No place does hockey quite like Montreal. And I say that with all due respect to every other market. It's just not the same.
And for a tournament that there were a lot of us, skeptical on the fence. Let's see if the hockey's good, that sort of thing. Mario comes out and the crowd's engaged and the Canada scores early. Sid puts on a show. They're chanting Sidney's name. I'm sure they'd be chanting Crosby or something in Montreal, maybe, or in Toronto. But in Montreal, you can feel it. Like they are from their bottom of their guts and heart. They're cheering and rooting for Sidney Crosby. This is this has to be a dream come true for Gary and all the people at the league and everyone who put this together, because people are engaged now. Even if you were on the fence, like, Canada, US for sure. Saturday, where it's now an appointment if maybe it wasn't before.
Look, I don't understand where the hate for this tournament came from to begin with. It's everything we've been asking for a long time, with the exception of, okay, so we don't know the name of the trophy and exactly what they're playing for other than bragging rights. Maybe that's the way that it should be. Do the Olympic rings mean something more? Does the World Cup of Hockey mean something less? I guess in your own eye, but good luck telling Sidney Crosby or Connor McDavid or Nathan McKinnon that this doesn't mean anything. I knew from the second these teams started to come together that you were going to get their best effort and you were going to get real hockey. The type of people that are complaining about this event, saying it means nothing and it's fake and made believe. First off, the NHL isn't really making a profit on this. They're just hoping, I think, and praying to break even with what they're spending to put it on. And two, they're the same people that would complain during sex. So they're
what's sex?
Well, we would need to have it first, Frank, to then complain about it. In fairness,
that's a you problem.
It is a me problem.
Sex.
But yeah, and you forget that there's 9 years in this whole thing since the last time. I don't think Seth Jarvis.
No, it's longer than that. It's 11.
I mean,
because guess what? Connor McDavid and Austin Matthews didn't get to play for their countries then. Last night is the first time in his life Connor McDavid's worn a Canada jersey and best on best. That's a crime.
Yeah, since juniors.
I can say that I was poo-pooing this, and I'm very happy to watch it now.
It takes a big man to wear that. Well done.
Now,
was it the atmosphere? Was it the compete? Like, what did it?
It was. I think we've talked about it. Montreal adding on Lemieux walking out. You said it. It gave me goosebumps. Like he's unbelievable. The Crosby support, the way the guys played, like I was not excited about it. I did not care about it. I made sure I watched it. Now, I also think that I was going to ask you when we talked about it, and everyone is 3-1 game, the same result. Are we as passionate about it today if it's a 3-1 ending and that game never comes together for the overtime that we got?
Well, you can thank Jordan Binnington for that because they should have locked it down at 3-1. But here's the truth. In any international tournament, whether it's the Olympics or what have you, there's a real good chance tonight's game between the U.S. and Finland is a blowout.
Yep.
Had we opened the tournament in Boston and that was the first game, would everyone feel differently about it? Maybe. Does the drama of the game add another element or layer to it? Yes, but I would argue still all the things you just mentioned, Lemieux, followed by that early power play goal, followed by this team being ready to play and flying, that there probably would have still been a fair amount of pride and excitement about the way that it played out, even just getting to that with the way that Sweden had locked it down.
What's your, I guess, two things. What would you do, or what sense do you get that Cooper will do in net going into the game on Saturday?
Okay, so there are two different things. What I think Team Canada will do is ride with Jordan Binnington. For one, John Cooper hinted kind of at the beginning of this tournament that in his perfect world, he'd have the same guy roll all the way through. It's 4 games at most, and now Canada has 2 off days before getting to the U.S. on Saturday. And he was also pretty complimentary of Binnington after the game and presented what his message to him was very simple. Maybe you get a save that you normally otherwise wouldn't make, but just make the saves that you should. And that's really all Team Canada is asking of their goaltending because of the firepower that they have is give us a chance to win. Don't sink us. And it's not all that different than the proposition that a lot of teams in the NHL have on the salary cap is we're not looking for one of the 5 or 7 super elite netminders. We're looking for league average. Unfortunately for Canada, that's exactly what they got, was very average from Jordan Binnington, which brings me to what I would do, which is I'd turn to Adin Hill. I know it's a pressure cooker against the Americans, And I know that, things will be hot and you're going to want to run with the feistiness that Jordan Binnington brings, not just in his fake tough guy, scheme that he's got going, trying to fake fight everyone, but also in the confidence that he exudes. Like he's got this sort of Mamba mentality thing going on where regardless of what the actual reality is, he thinks he's the best in the world. And that's a powerful drug, having that confidence as a pro athlete. That said, again, 3-1 should have locked it down. And I didn't love some of the goals. I didn't love the Kempe goal on the 1-on-2, regardless of how poor Drew Doughty's gap was on that play. And I would make the change and go with a guy who's won a Stanley Cup more recently. It's not a huge difference, but what if Aiden Hill gives you a better run in game 2 against the Americans? It gives you optionality that I think if somehow Canada loses Saturday with Binnington and net and he gets shelled, turning to Aiden Hill, yes, it's against Finland to close out your round robin and might be easier, but turning to Aiden Hill in that spot who hasn't played in the tournament, by the way, win or we're out, that's a whole other ball of wax.
Yeah, I think you laid it out perfectly. I'm with you. I think I'd prefer Aiden Hill, but they've picked their guy, and he gets to start against the Americans, and we'll see from there.
Rhett, would you have liked to have gotten your hands on Jordan Binnington back in the day?
As in fake fight? I love to fake fight too.
Yeah, they would have been great dance partners.
You weren't a real.
Let me at him.
I gotta throw a few. I slipped. Son of a bitch.
We've discussed it already on the show, so I'll just kind of get you in here. The goal that won the game was scored in overtime. I guess, do you know why they decided to go with 10-minute overtime periods as opposed to 5 in the NHL regular season?
Well, I think they really wanted to try and do everything they can to avoid a shootout.
Right.
Yeah.
Which should be the name of the game in the NHL. And I've been a staunch advocate for 10-minute 3-on-3 going back 10 years. They deleted all my old articles at TSN, but one of the things that I wrote kind of early on in my tenure there was, now that we have 3-on-3 and can look at the expected goals, the math, it's just a math problem. The math will tell you increasing 3-on-3 overtime to 9 minutes will produce a goal 93% of the time. How many unbelievable chances did Nathan McKinnon have in that OT? And of course, he was the guy sort of fake complaining after the game that he was gassed. Well, he didn't pass the puck and he also didn't get off the ice.
Yeah.
So I can imagine why he was gassed. But why did they go to that? Because they didn't want to have an anticlimactic shootout that ends a game, particularly one as competitive as the one we saw last night. It's just kind of a letdown that everyone walks out of the building like, oh man, that could have ended so much differently. So I think also a trial balloon. Let's see how the players react to this, because ultimately at the end of the day, the NHLPA is going to have to agree to a rule change like this, and they'd have to have the players on board. And you did hear lots of positive comments from the Canadian players after the game saying, hey, we'd be all for that. I think there's just a different strategy involved when it would come to something like that.
Yeah, and to be fair, in a tournament, you don't want the shootout settling a game. On a Tuesday in February in game 58 of 82, maybe you do want to get out the door a little quicker.
And the way they play the game in the NHL,
yeah, like it
boring.
Because I'm with you. I think I'd be up for seeing 10 minutes, but would that just be another 5 minutes of playing? I'm in, now I'm going to skate it back out, and now we'll change, because it can be a lot of that some nights.
But let me just let me whet your appetite for a second, though. Next Thursday, a week from tonight, in Boston, championship game, it goes to Stanley Cup playoffs overtime, which is play till there's a winner.
5-on-5.
Can you imagine what that would be like next Thursday?
Yeah.
I love that's how it should
that's
be.
Epic.
You're lifting a trophy. That's how it should go. The IIHF has screwed this up royally.
Yeah, I mean, it's a talking point today because it was exciting, it was crazy, but you had the best players in the world, and they were clearly trying to win. They were not, it was
McKinnon,
all offense.
McDavid, and McCarr on the ice for like 3 to 4 minutes of the 6:06 that were played. Insane.
How does it, I was thinking about Doughty last night. Now, he hasn't played lots.
6 games.
This guy has been a stud his whole life. And the guy.
Well, didn't he say afterwards, this is the fastest game I've ever played in my life?
Game of his career.
Yeah, I'm just saying that. Then you're watching McCarr, and you're sitting on the bench, and it's not a criticism. It's just how does a guy like Doughty, who's been the guy probably 99% of the games he's played in, now he's watching other guys take over.
I didn't think he was going to make this team. Like, there's some rough games coming back from injury.
So John Cooper actually talked about this post game last night, and he said it's always a tough situation as a coach because you're taking guys that play 20 minutes a night for their team, and in Doughty's case, a lot more, and you're stapling them to the bench. You're shortening your bench for a period of time as the game gets super close. He said the amazing part about doing that last night was that those guys that normally would be the guy were the loudest guys on the bench cheering their teammates on. And he said he looked around for a second and thought, hey, this is a really short tournament. We're only together for 10, 12 days. We had 2 practices leading into this. He said, we might actually have a really tight team. Now, I get it. You're going to hear every country say that at this tournament. But if that is true and an accurate portrayal of what the bench was actually like, probably a pretty good indication for Team Canada, not just at this tournament, but as, you know, the sort of peeling back the first layer on the onion of what the 2026 Olympics look like.
The thing I'm trying to think of for a guy like Doughty is like, of course you're going to be supportive, not just because you're playing for Canada, this or that, but you know what it's like when you're the guy on the ice. You don't need to come to the bench and have some guy effing moping because he hasn't been out there, right? You know how disheartening it's like, screw you, I'm out there. Like, this is what it is. Let's go. So I would think that every team, but if they're not like that, I'd be more shocked, right? Like then
it's inevitable that someone will be, though. Someone will be the prick because that's just how life works. You're going to see someone that's sour, whether it's on Finland, Sweden, US, or and how do you think the guys felt watching from the press box last night?
Yeah,
I think those guys would be more butthurt than the other guys than sitting on the bench.
100%.
That'd be hard.
Rasmus Anderson, you're a second pair guy at skate.
But even
Forsling gets healthy. Now you're watching.
God.
Sam Bennett, Stanley Cup winner. I mean, like, you're like
Sam Bennett has earned to be on that ice with those players.
Well, you could make the argument he didn't earn the right to be on the team to begin with, but there was a heavy dose of recency bias from the playoffs and the Cup.
And a good start to the year, and I think they really tried to build that bottom 6 with like real doggone bone players, not the highest skill players.
Okay, yeah, but we left off like one of the best doggone bone players that also happens to be a great finisher in Zach Hyman. But I know you're not allowed to say that. This is a Calgary show.
Talk about that, Frank.
Let's see.
Thanks for bringing that up, Frank. We got to let you go.
Yeah. It does have the feel of what could be a blowout tonight. What's the vibe there as the Americans get ready for the Finns?
I just think there's so much to prove, and you're not going to learn anything by playing Finland. But I was talking to Mike Eruzione for a story on Daily Faceoff today, and he came up here and went to dinner with this U.S. team on Monday night, which everyone knows about now, and Guy Gaudreau, and they brought him in, and Rob McClanahan and Mike Badano. This is the best. This is his words and his quote. This is the best collection of American talent that's ever been on an ice surface. Yep. And that's also not really shocking because the U.S. has been building to this moment for a long time. Mike Eruzione played on the best team because of what they accomplished, but they were a group of college kids. And then you had the 1996 World Cup of Hockey team, which was right in the middle of Rhett's era and world. And they helped shape a generation of hockey players that resulted in the Austin Matthews type players.
Yeah.
Right. But now it's time to deliver. I don't want to hear any more about silver medals in Salt Lake or in Vancouver. Getting close and not winning doesn't matter anymore. This program has been built to a point with the firepower that they have to go toe-to-toe with the 800-pound gorilla in the room that is Team Canada. And until they can slay that beast, until they can be the team that stands at the top of the mountain and celebrate, whether it's with a fake trophy or not, whether it's getting set and sending that message ahead of the 2026 Olympics or not, they've got their work cut out for them. And again, all this talk about how far the U.S. has come and how they're right there with Canada, I don't want to hear the words anymore. It's about delivering. And I think that's the pressure that they're feeling, knowing that everyone's watching them now to say, you know, you've got a little bit of Toronto Maple Leafs in you right now. You've been there, you've gotten close, you've had really good players, but you haven't gotten over the hump.
So Quinn Hughes is hurt, but it's still a great blue line. You talked about some of the curious omissions for Team Canada. You mentioned Hyman. I know a lot of people like Scheifele for the offense. What are the sort of talking points around the American roster? Is there somebody sitting at home, you're like, damn, that guy, they're going to rue that decision?
Yeah, I think there was a lot of recency bias also in leaving Jason Robertson off. Remember, he had a really poor start to the year, and in talking to Team USA executives, he actually played his way off of the team, and they were all very surprised. So this is a guy that the U.S. has gotten to a point where they could leave a 45, 50 goal scorer and 120-point player off of their roster, and no one even batted an eye. They were like, oh, Jason Robertson didn't make it. Yeah, okay, makes sense. When on earth would that have ever been the case for any American-born player that's had that level of success in the NHL and also been part of a lot of deep playoff runs with the Dallas Stars? This isn't a guy that, you know, just, hey, he was a flash in the pan and one good season. No. Jason Robertson is one guy I would look at, and I don't think you can overestimate the material significant change that the U.S. has to their roster with Quinn Hughes gone. This is a Hart Trophy candidate this year that it'd be deleting Cale Makar from Canada. It's just not the same team. And I think that's a huge storyline heading into this, that they've got to find a way. Yeah, Adam Fox can run a power play and he's got a Norris Trophy on his shelf, but he ain't Quinn Hughes.
You're not related to Brock Nelson, are you?
I feel seen with all the criticism that he's had. I mean, obviously I'm close to the, you know, body fat percentage that Brock Nelson is, but the prematuring gray is just, man, everyone's saying who invited someone's grandpa to this tournament. And
who would say that?
Jeez.
It's internet, hey?
Assholes would say
Jerks.
that. Hey, so much like watching Crosby and Doughty lead the way for the next wave, you're there with guys like Yaremchuk and some other young guys. Are you doing the same, like Shea Perry and
Sutra,
St. Catharines? Are you doing the yeoman's work out there?
I'm trying to be a leader on and off the ice. Right. And I feel like sometimes just providing putting the card down on the table does the trick too.
Funny.
Sure does.
Yeah, how that works.
Do you need to tell us how great the Eagles are at all, or can we?
No, I'm good. I had that time already.
It's pretty clear.
So you took your kid. Hey, you got your boy. It's not much better than having a kid who's a huge fan of a team and watching them win a championship. That's unreal, bud.
I'll tell you what was the coolest part. Like experiencing it with my kid. Yes. Lifetime memory. Insanely fortunate to be able to do it. But looking around in a sea of Eagles green in the upper deck at the Superdome, third quarter, Eagles are up 34-0. And me and my son are just doing the mock KC chant.
Yes.
Just
rubbing it in.
Nothing, like truly nothing better.
Very Philly.
Yeah, very nice. Frank,
and then, by the way, after that, Mahomes threw an absolute dart to Xavier Worthy and they scored. And the guy next to me, also from Philly, goes, maybe we better sit the hell down.
Yeah. Karma. Bad karma. Let's not ruin this. Appreciate you, Frank. We'll reach out. Good, I guess good luck for the Americans tonight.
I don't root, but it'll be an interesting game.
Should be. Thanks, Frank.
See you guys.
There you go. Frank Seravalli and
complaining during sex.
Yeah, you shouldn't.
That's not a good. Don't do that.
Much like bad karma.
Yes.
But if you do the Super Bowl, your team might not make the Super Bowl again. Start doing that during it's just, opportunities could run out. Yeah, that's the Insider Hotline presentation of our good friends at Crystal Waters Plumbing and Heating. If you are a barn burner listener, watcher, fan, dare I say, hot water heater, AC, furnace, you'll get discounts and upgrades up to $1,000 in value. Why? Because they care.
Mm-hmm.
They care. Care about Rhett, care about Ryan, even Jack.
Really?
Not many people do, but they do. It must feel good, Jack.
I care about
They're
Jack.
not judging.
CrystalClearCalgary.com. Nice stuff.
It's good of Frank to come on with us.
It is good.
Well, Frank.
Good old Frank.
Frankster, Franklin.
Good old Frank.
Do you really care if Hyman's on the team?
No.
He has, you know what I think is a consistent thread of all the guys that Frank talked about? Slow starts and GM's overhandle because of a 2-month sample that's still 2 months away from the tournament. In hindsight, you probably want Robertson. You probably want Hyman. You probably don't need Sam Bennett as much as you thought you did when he got off to a hot start. But these guys have that's
then
part of the job.
And then on the same, has Sam Bennett cost Canada anything yet by being there? No, I don't think that's
stupid penalties.
No, yeah, absolutely not.
Uh,
It's if he gets in, that there's going to be some. How would Hyman do? But again, like every team has these questions.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a huge. How dare you? But there are some great. If you did a we weren't wanted team,
Could we
that'd be a
make one
good
more team?
Hell yeah.
The cast-offs.
I mean, you'd have Uyghur, Tanev,
Call them the Hanks. Cast-offs?
Scheifele, Hyman, Robertson. That's a pretty good starting 5 right there.
Wilson.
Demko in net. Thompson backing him up. It's a good team.
Lying in bed, just like Brian Wilson did.
2 already. 2 in the first hour. It's maybe overdone.
Never.
No.
And we are going to see Travis Sanheim, which that is an interesting decision as well. Because Theodore done for the tournament. He got hurt last night.
What happened to him?
Wrist looked like, hey, got kind of hit on the, it wasn't a huge hit necessarily,
Week
but
to week was announced by the Golden Knights this morning.
kind of bracing himself against the glass. And
Are they doing it again, the bastards?
No, well, they've already got
could really use a blue liner.
Petrangelo on the sidelines.
Let's get some cap space. We'll go
Getting
add a
healthy.
stud defense.
Quinn Hughes to Vegas. What?
Oh, jeez. How?
I thought it was Miller and
What?
Pedersen. How did you? McCrimmon.
Real good.
But they're on the flip side, Vegas going to be a playoff team. McCrimmon would have been sour last night. Mother.
That's why I didn't told Alex he can't go.
There is
that's
that.
true.
On the same team as the right?
Right, totally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you'd have
Well,
done what
and
Petro
Rick
did.
Tockett's an assistant on Team Canada. He had the sit down with Quinn Hughes.
Stay home. Yeah. Go on vacation. Get some rest. You're going to win the Norris. You might win the Hart.
Jack. Sorry, what were you? Were you?
No, yeah. What's up?
Big Yank, big day.
What was it like watching Sid last night? You're a Penguins guy.
It was amazing.
Because I'll tell you what, I didn't need to. I kind of fell back in love with Sid last night.
Sid's
so
my favorite.
We know he's the great. He's Sid the Kid, the whole thing. Oh, he's point per game guy. He's having a great season. We know that. But then
But the Penguins are garbage, so I don't
Penguins
want
are
to
no
watch
good.
them. This is brutal. Wait a minute. That guy's
fell in love with Sid again
I
last
hope
night.
Sid fell in love with winning again because he doesn't have to finish in Pittsburgh.
No, you can move
It's
on.
your choice.
Now I'm with you, Pinder.
People will
Get
support
out of
you.
there.
Yes, thank you.
Get the
But that was the whole thing. If Sidney Crosby wants a trade, he's going to get it.
100%. Yeah,
Mhm.
no question. I don't think anyone would debate that.
You like Frank would say, you got McKinnon and McCarr and Crosby on the ice at the same
And
time.
McDavid.
And McDavid. So what if you had 3 of those 4?
I'd say go hang another banner. Like that's what we're talking about here. Like Sid, tell Dubas that's where we want to go. You'll go there, and then you get to do this again.
Because what if they have about 2? There's 3 games left potentially. If they're electric
I mean, he's the best player on the ice last night.
for another 3 games, 2 games.
Why wouldn't they be
Who's the
electric?
best
They're
player
2
on
of the
the
best 5
ice?
players
Hold
on earth. Yeah.
everyone. Everyone.
And even- Like Colorado, they did it with Ray Bork.
Yep.
They brought in Patrick Waugh.
Yep.
David Anderchuk.
Yep.
Davey.
Iggy.
Yeah.
Tangs?
But that would be one of those things. Would you look at it and say this is all time
Oh, yeah.
hockey legend
Yeah.
type stuff?
Yeah.
Is there any way we can get Sidney Crosby in Colorado?
There's one way, and he just has to say, "Get me to Colorado."
Yeah.
The rest will get figured out. It's like you said. If he says it, it's happening.
and
What are they
if-
gonna do? Say no to him?
and you wonder if you knew that. Oh, it's just chemistry. Yeah, well, they spend summers together. They train. Yeah, they're both very good players. But if it could, and it was a power play, obviously. But there's
So what?
The 2 played in the
There'll
same
be
line
more
all night.
power
if
plays.
they're having a friggin' blast and scoring goals and winning, it's like
You know, Sid.
we should do. wonder how if there's any other way we could do this.
We'll do this on a.
This was 4 games.
We
It
don't
was fun.
have to wait till the Olympics next year, Sid.
Yeah.
It's already got a PJ going back to Colorado after this thing. Let's hop on.
And Dave is saying that Sid is very clear he's not leaving Pitt. I know.
That's what he said publicly.
I know.
Yeah, just like
and that's what you
Jerome
have.
will always be a
We're gonna
flame. We
build
heard that too.
pipelines, and now
You
we
have
have
to.
to.
Can't trade Jerome again. Jerome's a career flame. He'll only be a flame. He's on a career flame until he wasn't.
He has to say that.
Yeah.
He's the captain. He's the face of the franchise. He's been that guy. If he's like, oh, I don't know, maybe.
And he hasn't.
What?
The way he's wired, it's not like he's sitting in November like, geez, I don't know if we're good. He's like, no. Like we can still do this. He's the most competitive guy ever. It's going to
He
take
might
him.
be saying,
looking
"I will
now
make
being-
us good.
Yes.
That's just fine.
Mhm.
I don't need you dusters
Until
Let's
they're
go."
eliminated, he believes. That's kind of the guy he is,
Yeah.
isn't it? So at that point, he'll say, shit, what are my other
Look at
options?
Jack. He still believes.
See, I feel bad. I jumped in on Jack.
Oh,
Jack, what was it like watching Sid?
It was amazing watching Crosby. And yeah, like the last couple of years has been dog shit. And that guy loves to compete. He loves to win. And I was hooked right from the beginning after that first goal. I literally was watching just to watch Crosby. He was the best player on the ice all night long.
Yep.
And he wants it so bad. I approve of the trade to Colorado.
I think you would be hard pressed to find a Penguins fan that wouldn't want him to go to Colorado at this point.
no, he's done enough for
Same as with Bork with the Bruins, right?
Yes, they're
Yeah,
fun.
because it's like, A, you love the player. You'd never question their loyalty. You don't want them to feel guilty because fans want you there. And if you're the Penguins, you want to be good again. It's not hanging on to Sid for another 3 years. It's think about what you could get back, like 2-3 first rounders, middle stat, and a prospect, something like that.
And the thing
That's how you
about
get good again.
the Boston Bork thing was, well, go win.
Yeah.
Sid's brought cups to Pittsburgh.
Yes.
It was like they never won with Bork in Boston. So
No.
you got a lot of mileage out of Sid. Let him
and
go have
that's
fun.
why I think Pens fans would be entirely supportive of that. I
It'd
don't
be
think,
like being a parent. Go outside and play with your friends. Don't make them stay inside and do homework. Dubas, don't
let him
punish.
play with his pal.
Don't punish your kid.
McKinnon's on the lawn. Let him
Dubas
play.
has
He
no
deserves
say.
nice things.
Yeah, this is a Sid deal. He orchestrates it.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They are going to, in Montreal, boo the shit out of the Americans
Yes,
tonight.
they
aren't
are.
they?
Yes.
Mhm.
Well, and Saturday will be an incredible masterclass of booing, and there's going to be an anthem. That's going to be a disaster.
Like between what's going on in the world,
Yes, which is a big thing.
plus just it's the Americans. There's going to be a lot of love for the Finns tonight.
I'm telling you, fellas, we are embarking on the best rivalry we've seen in the sport for a long time. Canada USA is going to be gnarly for the next decade.
You spell that with a G.
Gnarly.
I don't know
Everyone's
why.
like, oh, the Russians. It's like,
Unnecessary,
when
isn't
was
it?
Canada Russia a good rivalry? When last was that?
Like you give a 7-year-old that word?
Spell gnarly.
Why
You'd
would
have
they add a
trouble.
G?
Give-
I don't know.
Give a 12-year-old that, you'd have some problems still.
Gnarls Barkley. G.
Gnarls.
What else is there? A gnat? The bug?
Gnash.
Yeah.
Gnash your teeth.
Yeah, if you gnash.
Gnashing teeth.
Yeah.
Ganookie.
Isn't that the name of the Predators mascot?
Nash.
His name bar is Gna. No G. There's G, but no, you don't say it. Pronounce it.
Silent is
Yeah.
what they call it.
Someone do some research on this.
Those plays by Crosby. Stone gets a hell of a shot off.
Incredible that he gets it. He's totally covered.
I don't know how he's ready for it. To begin, it's like, oh shit, there it
He
is.
wasn't. It's just on his tape.
There's not a lot of space for.
Watch how covered Stone gets as he's set to make this pass. He literally threads the needle here. Like, what's he, 38, 37?
But that, yeah, and then the overtime winner.
Dude, it's a heady play. He knows these
that,
guys need
that
to change.
the bump back pass thing. It's not like he just kind of far. What if you turn that over? It's
I hate to break it to people.
Sid loved it.
And screw you, Pinder, for being right again.
Damn. We got lots in the Pinder Report that dovetails right into this. I don't want to push anywhere, but there's some great data and memes to follow up everything we've just
Good.
talked about.
Data.
And not saying the game helped in a big way.
Totally. If it's 6-1,
If Canada,
I'll be honest.
because it would have had that World Junior, the first few games at
Yeah.
World Junior, like
Yeah.
when do they play the Americans?
when does it matter? When do we
does-
get good?
Let me
good
know.
on good. Yeah.
I had to tape it. They took the kid to soccer.
Mhm.
And I walked back in and I had my plan, just like you were busy. I had my plan. I was going to make popcorn, watch the game I had gone radio silent.
Yeah, dark.
Walk into the house. Dumbass Billy Bob's got the game on with the bowl of popcorn already, and it's 3-1. And I'm like,
took it right out of
come
Dad's
on.
playbook.
Come on, Bill.
Billy, what are you doing?
Yeah.
And at that point, I was like, and then the other dumbass forgot his shoes at the soccer center.
As you do, yeah.
So back I go.
Jeez.
Come back. It's an effing overtime.
Did he leave barefooted or?
You got to take the shoes to switch to soccer.
Yeah.
But you PVR'd it, so you can go back
You
and
taped
watch
it.
if you want.
Did you set the timer on your VCR?
I guess
or?
the point I was getting at was that at 3, when I saw it at 3-1, I'm like, well, this is exactly what we thought.
Yeah.
Whatever. And then
2-0 before they had a shot on net.
Yeah.
It was like,
Is this gonna
America, Saturday should be good though.
Yeah, you're kind of thinking this is the Babcock, just strangle your
Like
opponent
Babcock,
and win
yeah.
3-0 despite outchancing the shit out of them.
What about the 1980 American team? Like the Finns are shit because they're hurt and this and that.
Yeah, it's gonna.
But you know
have
what
to
the
be that
Finns do? Like, and the Swedes last night, they have guys that are stars.
And you said yesterday, pesky.
Pesky, and they know how to play, and
they play as a team.
They're very good hockey players. They're better than the 80 Olympics squad that got thrown together. And I'm just using it because Frank brought it up.
Yeah.
Why is it like
They would be that equivalent. It would be
some hot goaltending
underdog, and you could get it with Saros. Why not? Yes, of course. I'd love to see a competitive game tonight. It's just when you look at that American roster, you're like, that's the Soviets in 1980. There's no way anyone could beat these guys. But of course, you still
at
gotta play
some
them.
point. So just how does the tournament go?
They each play each other once, and then the finals on Thursday with the top 2 records.
So the top 2 teams play each other. We're expecting Canada and USA.
They're the favorites.
Somebody's losing Saturday night.
Yep.
And so
somebody will be sitting on 2 or 3 points.
So the next game will be
Monday. Canada plays Finland. Sweden plays USA.
So
same night.
You
both
could
games.
literally, if the Swedes, let's play it out. Like those Monday games
Should
for
be huge.
Canada or USA are going to be.
You're going to need to win.
Butt tighteners.
Yep.
Right? Like it's.
And that's when we say short term. What it means is like you just don't. It isn't the World Juniors. You don't get to play Kazakhstan and Belarus and get loose and
Head to
figure
head?
out. Like you're into it already.
I'm guessing it's head to head moves on.
It'll be point total. So Canada has 2 because they won in overtime.
In terms of tiebreak,
Tiebreak could probably goal differential, but it could be head to head.
hard to say. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll look it up. It's
Whatever. But yeah. Butt tightener indeed. Butt tightener. Butt tightener.
Eagles.
Butt tightener.
Yeah, I mean, look, the Americans could be feeling real good about themselves and lose to the Swedes, and all of a sudden you're into tiebreak land, right?
Yeah. So know this big win for Canada last night. That they didn't completely shit themselves.
Well, and it was there to happen.
Kind of was, yep. Kind of was.
2 rep without a shot for the other guys.
I thought in overtime, I was like, ooh, like Binnington made that. I'm like,
yeah,
that was significant.
They followed Gary's script.
Is that what it was?
Get everybody excited early, then have the Swedes come back, and then
tiebreakers, page 4. Here we are.
Oh God.
Head-to-head result between those 2 teams is the first tiebreaker.
That's what I figured.
If they tie, then gets annoying.
There you go.
Yeah.
Do you think the anti-McDavid crowd even watched last night? Like the in the dome
We got
boys?
to check in with those guys. They are legends. Imagine hating McDavid that much. That's incredible.
I'm not cheering for Canada.
I don't even want Canada to win.
Not
Stupid
doing it.
McDavid.
You're really missing out.
Really missing out.
Just to boycott an event because of that. That's
Take some stones.
I'm not, but I take my hat off to you, ladies and gentlemen.
It was the perfect game for those guys. McDavid didn't really do anything.
Yeah.
And Canada won.
Yeah, there's some games left though. I fear.
Yeah, he only got 1 point.
Yeah,
What an awful night at the office.
he too can skate. Probably.
It was funny. They had him and McKinnon out there 3-on-3 at the same time at one point. It's like, these guys have never played with anyone else that can skate with them. They don't know what to do with each other.
Yeah.
McDavid normally gains the zone and then looks for help, and McKinnon's doing the same. Like, shit, these guys are in the same.
Yeah.
They're both in the fast lane. I've never had anyone do this before. It's like Usain Bolt having a mirror image of himself approaching 90 meters. Like, what? Someone's with me here?
That's right. Fellas, tomorrow is Valentine's Day.
Ryan's got it all figured out.
Valentine's Day tomorrow.
Tell
Yeah, it looks like you're prepped and
ready to run.
At least we're not busy for between now and tomorrow.
nothing going on except what for you get kids packed up, maybe pick up a vehicle from the dealership and then drive to
Work
BC.
out, grab a vehicle, drive to BC, pack a car, unpack a car.
You're good.
Aces.
It's probably best that you waited till now.
Yeah, I'll be efficient.
Oh my God.
Market Mall.
Yeah.
It's where you go. Go directly. Do not pass go. Do not go. Just straight to Market Mall in Vina Nova. Lab-grown diamonds.
Can
And I
go
know
n-
what you're saying.
go
Is
now?
like you guys have been talking. Thank you for keeping us in the loop and reminding us over and over about Vina Nova. It's what we do. But you know what? It gets better. There's already the savings that you have on the lab-grown diamonds over the whatever. I don't even know if are they a thing anymore. Anyway, the perfect lab-grown. Right now, if you use the promo code VDAY20
Oh,
or VDAY30 on the website, extra savings at vinanova.com. Justin, what a guy. And of course, I think pretty much as always, you go in, it's like, hey, barn burner, wink. You get some love there too. But if you go to their website, it's all kind of laid out there, just what lab-grown diamonds are, why they are superior, why they're great, and they just happen to be at a significant savings over that of the mined diamond.
like that a lot.
VDAY20, VDAY30, the promo codes that you can use online or in store. VDAY30. I mean, if you go into, I'm trying to think.
Burger joint.
Yeah, if you go into food court,
free pickle.
they're not going to know what the hell you're talking about. There's one store in Market Mall that will know, and that's Vina Nova.
It's the move.
I went there the other day
Jumping?
just to park.
Oh, really? That good?
Yeah. Backed in a few,
Jerk.
straight in a few, sat around for a while, just kind of just like stretching out, you know. It's so
It's like a massage chair.
yeah, go in, grab a root beer, come back out. I'm gonna go to the other end. I'm gonna go down here and park.
Look at
Room
that
down
spot
here?
right there,
Ooh.
oh, baby.
Looks tight. Actually, you know what? Nope, it's just fine.
Perfect.
Damn. Good times. Yeah, good times indeed. Let's do the Pinder Report.
Excited for this. This is
I feel bad.
Four Nations baking
Why?
off.
I feel bad because I have been critical, but I also appreciate how much work goes into the Pinder Report.
You
It's
always
top.
want feedback, don't you?
I don't know if he does.
Oh.
Not this type. Not the type of feedback
More
we give him.
support, less feedback.
Oh, Rhett
Maybe,
likes
yeah.
the wonky sports. I got some more wonky.
What do they call it?
sports today.
Constructive criticism. It's just kind of a
Shit
lot of
sandwiches.
bitching. There's not a lot of offers to
Yeah,
help.
there's not a lot of the sandwich thing is
Yeah.
good, bad, good.
This is just the
Bad,
bad in the middle.
Yeah.
you know.
There's not
Average,
hey,
bad.
Is there any way I can assist you? That doesn't ever
No,
come up from
no,
us. We just kind of
It's good though, because the other side of it is we do like to annoy our co-hosts in the
That's a
Pinder
good
Report.
point,
That's
too.
actually one of the goals of it.
Accomplishment.
Village Honda working on Ryan's car as we speak. Hopefully it's ready.
They will be. They're always good.
They are always good.
Dang insurance company that's been giving me the run.
Oh, really?
Peter Klein on them.
So villagehonda.com, Northwest Auto Mall, and of course the proud presenting sponsor of
Pinder
Pinder Report.
Well, we showed you the OT winner, but you haven't seen this angle, fellas. How about from the rafters? Mitch Marner's winner, aided by Sidney Crosby in overtime against the Swedes. Saber going in first. Listen to that. Channing Crosby. Listen to this. Now this is the Sweden's chance to win. 2-on-1 in overtime. Oh.
He's back there.
How does he do? Like, what's he doing?
You're like turnover. Oh no.
That's a bit of a pop from the multi. Yep.
You like the horn?
It's a solid horn, but it's not up to Montreal standards where you'd put them in every other power.
I like having a bit more bass.
Mhm.
Yeah. Buffalo's got an elite horn.
Buffalo's
Kings
great.
have a
Dallas
horn.
is
Dallas, good horn.
Then they got that one up in Edmonton.
Awful.
It's
Nasally,
just-
one of the worst horns in the league.
It's not.
Of course, in Washington, you got the siren.
Yeah.
That's a hell of a goal. A lot of Crosby. Let's start with Crosby doesn't lose. In the last 15 years with Team Canada, 26 and
That's Cam Robinson, and he's a legend.
Apparently. Him
Well,
and Crosby.
he's saying Sid's a legend.
That is legend status.
Cam has nailed this year. Now, someone got very antsy in the comments. That actually, it was 14 years, 11 months, and 6 days. You're right. It wasn't it was less than 15 years. But
Why would you do that?
how could you do that?
Because I know
to us,
how
Cam?
you are a stickler.
Come
for
on,
stuff
Cam.
Like that.
Don't do that to us. More Crosby. What else have we got on Crosby? Because he's kind of the best player in the. Oh, isn't this cute?
I know. He's still doing it for us.
Yeah, look at it. Iggy, pass the puck.
I love that.
A
guy.
golden goal. And then we've all grown up. Young Homer, too. Love young Homer. Look at all the hope he still has.
Yeah.
He's been beaten out of him by
Did
society.
you ever see the one where Homer's in the army? My kid
That must
asked
have
me
been a new
about that
one.
last night. I don't remember that.
I don't know.
They're still doing that show, aren't they?
You sure he wasn't on that adult website?
Easy. Got more Crosby for you. Look at that. Top selling jersey. What else would you want but a Canada 87, hey?
That's definitely my choice.
I'm surprised it wasn't that Four Nations color logo.
That
Oh, yeah.
smock
That was
that we saw
sweater,
yesterday. Yeah.
A very reasonable rate for that. I'm surprised that's not top seller.
Incredible rate, Harry.
Incredible rate.
Deservedly so. And he won't get a cut of that, will he?
I mean, he's part of the PA. He'll get a cut. Yeah.
Really? I hope so.
Dude, hockey related
Dude.
revenue. That's why they're doing this. Dude. I forgot about dude. Dude was fun. Dude.
We need to do dude.
I think we do.
I don't know.
Dude.
I have a feeling the next couple months we could use some stuff like dude.
We'll see how Huska's nightmare road trip goes. We might need dude to break the tension. Dude. Jack doesn't know what dude is.
Do you know what dude is?
No,
That's all right,
What's dude?
Jack,
shut up.
We'll let you off.
Drew Doughty had this to say about last night's
Dude
contest. Dude said this. That's the fastest hockey game I've ever played in. And 35, not suggesting he's old, but that he's played a lot of hockey. Like probably 20 years of elite level.
Some of the biggest matches.
That'd be you're sitting on the bench watching this happen.
Car.
Doughty, you're up. No,
Good.
I'm all right. Coop.
Koopa Loop.
Coop a loop. Get that oxygen tank anywhere, Coop? Let's take a look at some Four Nation memes because we love them.
Nice.
Very good. Four Nations facing off. That's my favorite one out of the 30. That's the hair I'm talking about with Austin. What the hell's going on here? He looks like a Chinese dictator. Is that the Ming Dynasty haircut? What did you ask for, Austin? It's like high in the
He's working
corner.
with what
low
he's
in the middle.
got. What is it?
He's working with what he's got.
I mean, sometimes not working with that is, no, he can do what he wants. Here's
He'd be able to pull off that. Your hairline's hilarious. Oh, is it? Well, yeah. I mean, what are you doing? Right now, I'm just lighting $100 bills on fire.
Yeah. No, I just actually got a direct deposit for $307,000.
Going to hang with
You got a light?
and some folks.
Yeah.
Sorry, my PJ's leaving. I got to go.
Yeah. Nothing like $100 million to make you sleep better at night.
Makes your hair look better too, Dean.
Yep.
There's your standings, not 3 points, which they would have had for a regulation win.
Oh,
Duh.
Dude.
Duh. That's what you want in this tournament.
You
You
want
want a duh.
You wanted the twa.
I like Twa.
3 points. Better than 2.
I guess.
Yeah. We'll see how many points are given away tonight. Well, it'll be 3 points given away. How many go to the Americans? How many go to the Finns? I do like that about this tournament, that each game has the same number of points in it.
Hmm.
NHL regular season? No, we don't do that. This game's worth 3. This one's 2, whatever you want. The other thing about this tournament, while it's really, really fun watching these great players, it also reminds you how much of slop we watch a year. Best on best hockey really makes you realize how much players on your favorite team are
Yeah.
straight garbage. Lol.
That was a Wednesday
Lol.
night last night.
Yeah. Could have been the
Over
Kraken
the years,
and the
guys,
Flames.
we've watched a lot of Wednesday nights. Tuesdays, Wednesdays.
as well.
No, Wes Walls has played for the Wild still. Hey, wow. All right, let's buckle up, guys.
They're in the NHL. They're the best in the world.
Wow, what a great league. What a great league. Who's their captain? Oh, geez.
Who else took the straight? Oh, Lomberg.
Lomberg
took one earlier. Now poor Wes Walls.
Love Wes. Forever Flame.
Jeez. Sorry, Wes.
You know why these guys are so fired up? Because Mario is out there. And they also started talking about the history of Team Canada. They showed this card, Rhett in the World Juniors. That really fired up the boys. They were wondering what he was doing wearing a goalie's number. The white cage.
And Hashik's helmet.
What are we doing, Rhett?
I designed
Red
the
helmet,
I was
white cage, black pants,
I put
goalie
together,
number.
I-
That is the least swaggy setup I've ever
I
seen.
put together that ensemble.
No, you need to blame someone who did. Who
But
did
that
put
was
that together?
The Black Blades.
Oh, jeez, the
Maybe I could
holders,
have got
yeah.
away from
They
them,
make
but
you
they
look-
were cool.
They make you look slow.
And that didn't help.
Well,
Didn't help.
Look at the coho.
And was that before?
Canadian. Look at that. It's a Canadian stick.
Because you were wearing half visor in junior, but at the international tournament, it's still full cage.
Gross.
Is that how that was back then?
If
I
you were-
believe.
I was
Not
playing pro.
18 or older.
Is that what it was?
Well, it was high visors in junior, but
Yeah.
it was
Because
no
I seem to
visors
think.
pro.
Yeah, anyway, because remember when Sid played, he kind of had that half visor,
I
half
thought it
cage
was because he
deal.
was underage.
Gross.
Yeah, I don't know.
Rules have changed.
Everything's
Anyway, Rhett,
changing.
you inspired the
You
fellas.
know what?
last night.
F you, we won.
I'm
So,
telling
Good
you.
for you, Rhett.
You've inspired a
You
generation.
hey,
Horrible
kicked the
setup.
shit out of the Americans 7-2 when they were
Yes.
finally going to be good.
Take
where's
that,
your gold
Jack.
medal, Jack?
Hey,
Jack,
Jack, you
D.
dirty yank.
Dick.
That's why I wrote dickhead down on the board
That's right.
for Jack.
Definitely for Jack. Not one of us.
Stupid Jack. Hey, Jack, your stupid team plays the Finns tonight. Look at this. Huh? Yeah.
I don't need to see that.
Six Mountain. See, I already saw that
Are
one.
we watching this one or no?
No.
Yep.
Oh, what did you just say? Are you
said
talking to
what
me?
about Finland? You said what about the
I'll
Finns?
throw it on.
It'll be all.
yeah.
I have to run kids around and stuff, but if I'm around, I'll watch. I'll throw it on. It'll watch me probably.
Yeah, good. And then if it gets good, you'll be able to say, hey, me, I'm going to go watch it.
I'm
for
gonna
a
watch
bit.
how. That's
Yeah.
kind of, in fairness, kind of how last night's game
That's
was too,
perfect.
but,
So if it's 3-3 in the third, yeah, stop what you're doing, get over there.
Yeah.
If it's 6-1, by all means, let it watch you. All right. There's another one with they had capes
All
and
right.
skating, but we get the idea. It's Canada, Finland tonight. The one thing about the Americans that I feel like they're a tight group because I think they've been cutting each other's hair. Look at what's going on.
I don't.
Are they passing the shears around? Like
What do you find?
Adam
you're
Fox,
running out
top
of
left,
this?
great hair. Matthews, what are we doing here? So it looks like Jack Eichel cut the right side of his head, but not the left. Chucky, that's you can
Don't
cut your
think
hair
we
at
should
home.
be critiquing anyone on looks or.
I think
hair.
I could play with the Americans with this mop. Let's see where we're at here. Can I be on the American team?
These
Yeah,
poor
I can. Look,
bastards just came
I'd
off
fit
the
right
ice
in.
and their hair's not.
I'd fit right in. Am I not running the second peep unit? Let's go.
No, you're not.
Come on.
Sorry.
Can I at least sharpen skates or something?
Yes.
I've seen you play, and I have been complimentary of your abilities.
Not as good enough for that.
Not quite there.
No.
yet.
You don't have the right passport
As for the American team,
yet.
More hair.
no. We talked about it with Frank. They
Okay.
had some legends join them for dinner. It's a group that probably has a bit of weight expectations, co-favorites in this team. I think we have one more American thing, Jack, or do we not? Yes, we do. All right. This is Frank's story up at dailyfaceoff.com. Mike Eruzione, which is not a household name in Canada, but absolutely is in the States, part of that Miracle on Ice team, didn't mince words. This is the best collection of American talent ever put on the ice, end quote. And yes, he was the captain of the team that scored the greatest goal in American hockey history. It's up to this generation to deliver. You can see they got Gaudreau's jersey there.
And Frank can BS us and say he's not.
Oh,
a
he's
fan.
not cheering.
Oh,
He's a
don't
huge
cheer. I'm
honk,
just.
yeah. Wearing his stars and stripes undies. I could see. You too, Jack. You traitor.
Dickhead.
Oh,
I got
That's why
some
you wrote it down.
D heads in my house too that play the.
Oh, no.
both ways. You can do that,
Really?
eh? Yeah.
Gets a little under. They like to
None of them were born there.
poke. They're all passported up.
Trump, he's so persuasive.
He's got
That's
away
what
with
it is.
words.
He does.
Zane Parrick having a season. Oof. Still rolling. Is he playing like Dave Cameron's team every night? Because he's been fired up of late. He needs 4 more goals to become the first defenseman ever in the OHL with multiple 30-goal seasons. That's not nothing, fellas. And 4 goals with the amount of runway left, I like his chances.
Should have been.
26 on the year.
That one shot probably should have been saved last night, but I'm not here to pick away.
It is weird. He kind of like slings the puck.
Yeah.
He's got a very unique release, and he uses the defender as a screen, but it doesn't
Not
look
going
like
to
he's
work in
bombing
the
him.
NHL.
Brett's already out on him. Trade him now. All the stock's high.
Pinder loves him. I'm out.
Let's check in with the Eagles kids. I believe this is
Frank's boy?
It's Frank's
Oh.
boy. Frank.
You all right?
Dart?
Fuck Kermit! Fuck Travis! Fuck Taylor Swift! Nobody likes us and we don't fucking care! E-I-G-L-E-S Eagles!
Look. And mom is right there.
So proud of him.
So proud.
Yeah, look, he's a good kid. You know, the teacher says he works hard.
Like,
He
he's
loves-
great at
loves
spelling. Loves
football.
spelling bees.
Yeah.
Great speller.
Such a good
We're
speller.
really proud. Yeah. Might be the first grandkid to go to college. We're excited for him.
Timmy has a bright future.
That's right. Jack thought he was done with Jameis Winston. He's so wrong. I've got a montage of
He's
all
back.
the Super Bowl action from Louisiana.
Oh, I thought he was in.
Here we are. Let's get right into it.
Said
Right?
it once, you said it 100 times this season. If we're going to do it big, we're going to do it big then. How big is this moment?
It's the biggest.
There's nothing better than raise your hand if you want to perpetrate on me. Will you try and get some big A's to be a Fox Sports correspondent? I just learned how to ride a bike today. I got it, Tim.
Yeah, that's,
Goodness.
Bert.
Not
It's
a boy,
got
Bert.
quite a barrel, eh?
Bart?
It's a lot of Jameis. I know Jack's a huge fan, but
You are
We're
a
gonna miss him
fan
for a
because
while.
that's your approach to going out.
yeah, that's me.
That is
I got
that's
the
you
eye
right there.
patch and the pirate hat, standing on the bar, offering shots.
That is
That's
you.
me karaoke in
Over-
LA.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was his week last week. It was nonstop.
Slide to the left, slide to the right. And yeah, he's still going here. You know, it's a boat. Now it's Yar, he's a pirate. Yeah, this is exhausting. Is this me? That's really annoying. Jeez. Wow.
This
Holy,
is
this just hit me. That's not good at all. He's dancing with strangers on the street. Oh my God, this is me. No, Jack, why do you hate me?
He's lucky he didn't get punched in the face.
He's a lovable guy, though.
Kind of is.
No. John Rocker
Not
would
as
put up
lovable
with
as
his
this next
BS.
fella because he wrote a song about the Super Bowl and he's an Eagles fan. It's a good one. Frank was saying 34-0 at one point. I forgot it was that bad.
It was bad.
Sad.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Very good. And finally, we'll wrap our NFL segment with something for Jack. As the Steelers apparently have inquired about trading for a former first overall pick, Trevor Lawrence from the Jags.
TL.
The alleged proposal included their first and second round picks. Jack, back to you.
Yeah, this was a bit of a surprise this morning. I'm out on Lawrence. I think he's a cornball.
A what?
A cornball.
What is a cornball?
Like he's just a corny guy. I don't like the hair. Like maybe if he shaved his head, I'd be in on him. But
Yeah.
That's his
Again, it's about hair.
Yeah, there were a lot of hair.
Nothing about.
I mean, he's been fine. I feel like he's been way overhyped.
Frickin' Jacksonville. What are you gonna do in Jacksonville?
Yeah, I mean, maybe he gets a change of scenery, but I'm out on. I don't a 2025 first and second. Let's just be bad and draft a quarterback.
Nah, he's on Team Tank. Look at this.
not with Tomlin
Not with Tomlin.
Not with TJ Watt.
and Aaron Rodgers.
What the hell's wrong with you, Jack?
They're in a
Devontae Adams.
They're in a flamesy spot here.
You're not going to do it.
Pickens. I don't know, Jack.
Yeah, I don't know what to think about that guy. I mean, he's clearly not as great as he was touted.
supposed to be the best
Like 2 years before his
NFL
draft, they were
ready
talking
guy
about this
since
guy.
Peyton. Like he was supposed to be the next Peyton. He's
I-
not been the next Peyton.
No, not at all.
You're not Peyton.
Peyton.
I think it was last year we showed his stats to like Daniel Jones' stats, and they weren't that much different.
Gross.
You could probably get Daniel Jones.
Danny Dimes.
Danny
in
Dimes.
Pittsburgh, Yeah.
That'll help you tank.
Yeah, there's a lot of bad quarterbacks out there that
Take
could
it,
probably
take
be Steelers this year.
They're not going to bring back Fields or Wilson, are they?
Doesn't look that way right now. No.
Dusters. I just can't wait for the roller coaster next year. I mean, we're all get excited about football, but
Yeah.
just the Jackometer alone is my.
He's in a low point right now, though.
Yeah, he's in
Yeah,
a
it's
trough.
not great.
It's tough.
I wonder what it'll be next because it was kind of like a graph,
Yeah.
and then there was the rocket ship. I wonder if what the meter will look like next year. Will it be
start.
like a temperature, like a thermometer? Maybe it goes up and down,
Mercury's
gets
rising.
icy, and then red hot kind of thing.
Oh, the graphics wise.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm curious where he'll start because you know what's going to happen. They're going to sign some guys.
That's
They're gonna
true, yeah.
Draft. He's going to be jacked.
Full of hope.
Some guy's going to play well
He's
in
a
a
believer.
preseason game, and he's going to be all in on him
Yeah.
like Kenny Pickett, Super Bowl champ.
Here's my guess:
Yeah.
is that let's just say it is a thermometer. It's
Yeah.
either going to be like sweaty hot or
Yeah.
ice cold.
Yeah, it's either going to be like
Sweat hog.
the surface of the sun or like
Yeah.
absolute zero. Yeah.
Icicles coming out of Jack's face on the graphic. It'll be great, Jack.
It will be great. 2 years ago was so awesome because the preseason, Kenny Pickett looked like such a star.
My
And then the
God.
first game, I think they had 1 yard at
Yes. That's the Jackometer right
But
there.
here we are today, Super Bowl champion Kenny Pickett.
Hey, you like winners?
Love him.
That's why we like Kenny Pickett, and that's why we like Tommy Wheeldon Jr. and his Cavalry FC.
Got a
in
haircut.
Mexico City,
It's funny that
Mexico.
haircut totally changed the way guy
That's
looks.
Charlie Trafford.
Got it.
Chuck.
Scored a nice goal.
Go, Chuck.
CT.
Pumas hosting them at
I
a
would be
stadium that holds
little-
about 35 to 50,000
I
people.
would be a little intimidated if I was there. I gotta be honest.
I did go look at the odds on 365 because we've told you it's a wide range of markets. Now they're underdogs. What do you think an underdog should be? Like, you know, you're playing a Mexican side. It's in Mexico. You won in Canada. They're going to host you. You're at altitude. It's their fans. Their
We're
bags
at
of piss being thrown on your head.
Plus 100.
That would be even money, so not much of an underdog. Plus 1,800.
Oh, no.
Whoa.
Pick him up.
Yeah, that's wow.
Hmm.
Considerable underdogs. I no faith that
Even a
365.
draw.
Yeah.
Hey?
They're gonna get pumped.
I did text Tommy because Rhett had some sage advice yesterday. I'm going to pull it up. I don't want to. Rhett says, quote, just win. And I put it in all caps and sent it to Tommy. He said, I love his advice. He's so wise.
Mhm. You can use that, Tom.
So I think you've motivated the group.
Just win.
Just win.
Score more goals than
About this
them.
aggregate BS.
They also released their 2025 regular season schedule. The home opener Friday, April 18. You can see the Red games are at home, 3 at home in June, 3 at home in August, and most of the months you get 2
One
games
in
at home.
July when it's nice
I
here.
think you
What
got a
the?
horse jumping season. And
Oh,
Stampede and all that
yes.
Yeah, they got the donkeys rolling through there.
That's right.
People with Rolexes have to get on their fancy horses that ride jets. Get out of here. That's fine. Play
Get
us
those
in there.
horses moving around.
Go get them, fellas. Go have fun tonight.
They don't put them on the pitch, do they? That stays a soccer.
They used to, not anymore. But it's just, a lot
Yeah.
of events there.
You can't park. No parking.
No
Stop
parking.
hitting them.
What are you talking about?
2-1 is the score on aggregate. The winner on aggregate after tonight's game will advance. If it's tied,
Don't
away
worry
goals
about
is
the
tiebreaker.
aggregate. Just
go
win.
in. Just win.
Just win.
Just
How are we
win.
going to talk about? No.
So wise. So wise.
Cavalry FC. just win.
Trademark that. You could sell it to him.
Yep.
Rhett's a big ski juggler. We saw him earlier in the year ripping down some corduroy runs, juggling and skiing at the same time. But
It was terrible the first
people
time.
thought, you know what, Rhett, this is lame. Anyone can ski a groomed run. And if I practice long enough, I could probably even juggle on said groomed run.
This person is either a billionaire with nothing, like inherited a gajillion dollars and has nothing better to do with his life.
Yeah.
Or the biggest loser we don't know.
It's the biggest loser we don't know. Let's go to the
lives in a van.
backflip, and of course he gets
Yeah.
Listen to the guy from this camera angle.
Oh.
How many takes did that take you, Jack?
Why pink, Jack? He's here to see against the boys.
He's not used to getting any.
I wish he got it right in the head. Right there. Clunk.
Doink.
Woo!
Yes, so we could finally go in. This loser finally caught it. Waiting for après ski break for 3 hours here. This one says cut rope.
I cut some rope this morning.
Now you're familiar with rock, paper, scissors, right? Here we are. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Okay, you got 2 scissors, 1 rock.
So they're all kind of leaning.
Oh, there's a mud pit below them. They got a bunch of ropes on them. And each time they lose at rock, paper, scissors, you get 1 rope cut. I don't know why they're wearing masks.
I was going to say they're wearing masks for blindfolds.
I don't think they know how many ropes they have. Yeah, the tension's just building. Oh no, he's cooked. He's cooked, team. It's pretty dumb, but I like it. Oh, you can see they can't laugh.
Yeah. Live studio audience.
Including us too. All right, last one. Let's send them.
No, how much is left, Jack? It's got to be almost done.
Boom.
Yeah.
There it is. Yeah. I'm going to call that mud pit, rock, paper, scissors.
You didn't end on a high note
cut
if that's
rope.
where you're ending.
No, because you know what? I was going to end there, and then you sent me that video from Cairo yesterday because you had that thing in your back.
Egypt.
Getting your back?
Not chiropractor.
Oh,
yeah. This is your guy, remember?
That's nice.
Got it. Yeah,
What's bad?
Happy.
Feel it right at the
Finally
end.
got it.
You went in to get your shoulder worked on. I don't know
Yeah.
what he's doing back there. That ain't real.
Not real?
Nah, it's not real.
Okay,
Ryan.
well, Rhett's got a swing in his backyard. This for sure is real.
I've got to swing in the house.
I was going to say, swing. It's a lot of swinging at your
Well,
place.
there's the shoveler and the kids.
Buongiorno.
That's how we get dressed.
Yes. This is good.
Attaboy, Rhett. Look at that. Wow.
I like it.
Yeah.
You get your kids involved.
Yeah. This is that big road trip he did this summer. With your RVing?
Yeah.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Because he had that flat tire, and you'd seen that thing on the internet where they just light the thing and it fills up the
That's
tire.
right. Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, this is back once you got back from the swing set there. Okay. So there's the flat tire.
You just hit his head.
Have old Billy up and running again.
Yeah. Saw this on the internet once. It's a lot of oil.
Kind of thinking this is a bad idea, buddy.
She gonna work.
All right.
You gonna get her back up and running tonight?
Big Kim, who's with you there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. That didn't work at all.
Damn it! All it did was break the fucking window and blow my tire apart.
Sorry, Rhett, that's
weird.
so funny.
Kids, don't do that at home.
Huh.
Don't do
I
that.
thought for sure it would.
But I saw the Pinder Report. It just filled up the tire. It was great.
Whoop.
Oh, dear. Well, sorry about that vacation. That would have been tough.
Need a new RV.
They sell RVs at Village Honda or no?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Probably just next time, just load up with a Honda Odyssey or Ridgeline.
Yeah, or get I mean, tire changes to swap them in the spring and the fall. Like that,
Yeah,
let Honda do
good
that
there.
for you.
They're good at
Silly to do it that way. 2025 Honda Civic Hybrid named winner of the North American Car of the Year for a record-setting 4th time.
4.
It's like you said. Do you like winners?
Yeah.
Village Honda, Northwest Auto Mall, online at villagehonda.com.
Winners win.
What time will you be at Village Honda today, just so we can tell people when to go?
No, there's a body shop that they have off-site.
Oh,
that
I
I'm
see.
going to, so mid-afternoon.
Okay. Yeah. So you won't be at Village today then?
No, doubtful. Yeah,
Either
you can
disappointing or a great day to go,
Yeah.
It depends on your perspective, really.
depending on.
If you like Jameis Winston,
Yeah.
bad day to go.
Great day. Yeah, no, you're right.
Yeah.
I had it backwards there. Yeah.
Sit down with Ryan, talk about memes and haircuts.
Life advice.
Yeah.
Hey, special day today.
Is it?
Our boy Deeper, birthday.
No kidding.
How about that? Telling everyone he's 29 again. What a guy.
Yeah, he's got great hair.
Great
hair.
Talk
God.
about hair.
But I mean,
Good.
but
He
he's
can play for the
also
Americans. Too good.
he's one of those guys. He's probably getting it kind of touched up
Oh, yeah. he's
every
tightened up
5
his-
days.
Yeah, he's
kind
got
of deal.
very close relationship with the barber for sure. Hair that good?
I like the barber shop, actually.
Yeah,
I
love
never
the
go,
shop.
but once I'm in there, damn.
We're very close to one. There's one nearby.
There's lots of
I don't know what
barbershops
you're talking
everywhere,
about.
all over.
Is that a swing and a miss for us? I mean, it's
I go get my beard trimmed once a month. I feel like we should have a barbershop on the show.
I
just
tell
don't pay.
myself once a week
Self?
or month that you should dress better and take care of yourself and not just slob around.
In Buffalo, though, it's like you may as well be wearing a tuxedo right now.
slob around. Slob up.
I
with
never
it
do
down.
it though.
No.
Like when I have to actually not wear a hat, I am
Ugh,
pissed.
hate it.
Pissed.
Yeah.
Happy
Mhm.
birthday, Deeper.
I thought it was pizza day. I didn't order pizza yesterday
I know
because
you did.
somebody said we were having pizza today. It doesn't appear to be a pizza day.
It's not pizza day.
It can be.
I'm not waiting around for you deadbeats.
Could go.
He's leaving.
Yeah, he's got to go. Even better.
Jack's boring.
Yeah,
And you're unreliable.
if Ryan's not going to be here, then the rest of us, let's definitely not have pizza without him.
Pizza if you want.
Yeah. The Service Credit Union Big Share Contest is back. In fact, it's in full swing. Your chance to win $1 million just by saving money. Anybody can enter by becoming a member and start saving with Service. That's the thing. Get to Service. Hi, I'm here to open an account with Service Credit. Oh, thanks. Here, put the money. I want to start saving and getting these entries because I want to. All right, sir.
Like $200
Ma'am?
million, please.
Contest ends April 30th, 2025. So don't wait till July.
No, not going to work.
Not going to do it. Skill test required. For rules, visit service.ca/win. At that web address, and probably if you go to a credit, there's one just over here.
Yeah, there's.
I was wondering if I could have some details. Is there anything you could kind of tell me about the Big Share Contest? They're going to have all of it right out the yinger. Just let me grab a coffee and sit down. Let me walk you through how many different ways and how easy it is.
Let's get you into the TFSA.
Yeah,
more
let's
entries.
get you a gick. We'll get you a gick going.
Get you a gick and a chance at a
Millie.
mill.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Melly Maker.
They probably won't say these things, but they will have ways for you to enter.
They'll be more coherent than we
Yeah.
are. Yeah.
Service.ca/win. The Big Share Contest.
Big share.
Could we just manifest the millie like that guy last year that Pinder was in love with and had it come into the studio?
Right. Yeah.
What's he up to?
He's betting this every day.
He went away and then tried to do something that wasn't as exciting, and
He's
it
in New
didn't work,
Zealand.
and
Let's
now
find him
he's
right now.
What's his name? Tim Nacky?
Yep. Naki.
he's still doing stuff. I see.
Oh, every
kinda-
day. He's just an
Yeah.
absolute beast.
So are we.
Yeah. Here we are. And like him,
Adding $1,000 to the bet every single day. Big day, 40K punch, straight down the pipes. Let's get it done. Ladies and gentlemen,
Still doing it. And he's
still doing it.
entertaining himself.
And that reaction we gave, that's what people with, yeah, they're still doing that.
Yeah.
They've been off the radio for how long? Yeah, they're still doing it. Oh boy.
YouTube
yes.
still?
Still talking
Jeez.
about, yeah.
Still.
They've run out of shit to talk about.
Oh, hey, hit me in the head with a shovel. Wasn't funny then. Not funny now. Thanks. Hilarious.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys. Bet 365.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll take the calf.
You'll take the
Tommy?
Oh,
And the
18 to
cat.
1.
Are you taking the
big unit?
The big unit.
So draw was plus 650. The Cavs win today is plus 1800.
I might put 25 or 50 on the draw and on the win.
Man,
does that makes sense?
Now, see, the nice thing about Bet365 is do it responsibly.
Right.
Do whatever you're comfortable. Be
your
grown
unit
up.
size. Make sure it's proper.
That's right. World's largest sports betting platform. Get the account open if you haven't got one. We keep saying it. I would guess by now you have.
Come on.
And if you haven't,
love to have you join us.
We just
use the code Nation.
It's real fun for you. Real good.
Whatever the moment, it's never ordinary at Bet365. Here is what Pinder's got today.
I like the Americans in a rout today. Maybe it doesn't happen. I'd love it not to happen in the sense that we get good hockey, but if it does, at least I'll get paid. Minus 2.5, win by 3 retro, plus 130. And if you're looking at goal scorers, the Americans lead the way. Austin Matthews, Kyle Connor, Jack Eichel, Jack Hughes, Jake Gensel, all smaller odds to score than Mikko Rantanen, the most favored Finn to score.
He's playing? Because I know there was talk about him being injured and whatnot.
Yeah, 365's not messing around.
Yeah. Nice. And that's just you know what that is? That's just a sniff, right? Of what you can find there.
Oh yeah, all kinds of different bets in there.
Yeah.
But I just thought flashing the goal scorers always gets you thinking about the players.
Sure does.
We really like too. Braden Point yesterday. Is that who
I said Point?
Yeah, the 2
Anytime in first, I had Reinhardt. That did not materialize.
Reinhardt too. I liked him. Don't overthink it, stupid. It was McDavid. Or was it McKinnon?
McKinnon. Yeah.
From
Marner.
Crosby.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Man, that save on Theodore or on Taves was incredible.
Do we really appreciate what we saw from Sid yesterday? It wasn't just that like he made the playoffs with the Penguins and had a great game. It was a great performance. He was on the ice with some of the best in the world and still
best player.
Controlled it all.
He's the best player on the ice. And he's got 2 MVP.
Well, we'll see. I don't know. It's the drive.
Oh,
It's there. I don't know if he can access it or not.
Drive's a real pain in the ass, apparently.
Yeah.
Drive me crazy.
Also, another thing we got to do.
Jack, where's the soundboard?
Soundboard's off.
Come on, Jack. Trying to handle some shots.
Where's my deal?
I don't know.
Really?
Oh,
We're
going to be here all day now. Pinder.
Oh my gosh.
That's
We're
tomorrow.
good.
Hey,
cancel my
did you
one
ever
o'clock.
ask that question?
No.
Don't need to. Got next week.
I was gonna say I didn't get to that question today.
All right.
And you know what? With the field tomorrow, I'm not sure we'll get to it tomorrow either.
It's
and then
Valentine's Day.
Valentine's Day, and then Monday is a holiday. I believe it's some kind of a, what is it? Governor's Day.
Hammered Teacher Day.
Got it.
Going on strike. Aren't they? Well, do what you want, teachers.
Yeah. Somebody say we just heard the super chat button 5 times. They're hearing it.
Ooh, it's going through the.
We're not hearing
computer, but not through the board, Jack.
Oh,
Jack?
we don't want that. That means there could be a hot mic
Jack.
moment,
Oh,
and we wouldn't
dear.
even know it. And
Jack,
sometimes
good trouble.
Pinder,
Slanders people.
We heard a click.
We did
there's
hear
a
a click.
big click, Jack. Big click.
Like when I stood up.
Yes.
You stood up and
I
you
wonder if it
took
was
the
a spark. Of
laptop. I wonder if it jimmied the.
You son of a gun.
Oh,
Do we
darn.
care now? Because they heard the super chat, so you can.
Yeah, I
probably
guess
just
so.
Start the super chat. They told you.
Super chat during the course of the show. If you're in the YouTubes, you can put a little comment in there, and if you do, accompany that comment with a cash donation. We send the money to the Youth Centers of Calgary, and then we say, you know what, we're going to show that on the show for you.
Yeah, we are.
It's like you're one of us. You're a co-host.
You're
One
Frank
of us.
Seravalli.
You're
One
a
of
content
us.
creator.
One of us.
So now that the laptop's over there, you can't access the drive, right? You can't see the drive.
Oh no, I have your photo. Yeah.
All right. I don't know. I'm waiting to see what the details are. I don't really get it. Anyway, super chat. Let's Get to the super chat.
Do the super chat.
Do the super
All
chat.
right.
Super chat.
I'll do
Super
the
chat.
super chat.
What's
We
up,
did
boss?
John. We did that
there
one.
It is. There.
Yeah, did that one. There's a Lindy.
Thanks, Lindy.
279.
Lindy had an okay game last night.
Probably pressed click before the comment went in. And it was like, oh, darn it. Well, I'll put the comment in now, but then we don't read it because it's not right there.
Jesus, tough on Lindy.
Darn. Gentle. 699. Thank you. 3-on-3 equals back ice violation should be put in place. Or just saying, we're referencing 3-on-3.
It's like over and back is what he's talking about.
Once you cross the red line, you can't move the puck back or you give up possession. Thoughts?
Yep.
If you're going to the 10-minute, maybe. I don't think they'll.
It's a problem in the 5-minute one. I know that. I think even if you just gain the blue line, you should.
Can you do blue?
Yeah.
Because it's even kind of a when
the
when they
red
have
line's too far.
Yeah,
yeah,
I
when they
agree.
have possession, as soon as somebody takes it out, go to
I think
the whole
once
crowd
you
just
gain the blue line, you shouldn't be able to carry it out on your own. You can chase it
Yeah.
out, but you can't carry it out.
So then if you're hooped and there's intense pressure, okay,
No,
well, dump it.
Now we get turnover potentially,
And yeah,
which we like. That's when we get chances in 3-on-3 when there's turnovers, not when it's just possession, skate, reload,
Yeah.
regroup, change, reload.
so I was like, hey, we'll think about it.
Thanks, Gentle.
Those are our thoughts. Then we're gonna give it some more thoughts
Attaboy, Gentle.
down the line. Our thought, $10. I love all caps. Love Four Nations. Was an amazing experience to watch. Plus, we need to cherish Sidney Crosby. Corso
Corso
Team
by.
Canada moments before they're gone. Let's get hyped.
Ka.
Canada, and then
Mountains.
mountains.
I think it's mountains.
Like Denver? Like those mountains?
Incredible right here.
Maybe. You think?
I don't know.
Hmm.
The hell are they for?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
Thanks, Arthas.
I was kind of looking for a clip that.
Yeah, it's too late.
And I can't play it anyway. That's
Yeah,
right.
Well, maybe
play
you
for
are
them.
playing.
How are we going to end the show now?
Jack?
I'm going to get up and leave.
Any more super chats, Jack?
This is, I mean, this is kind of a bummer, right? It's
Yeah.
So are you clicking the button?
yes, Jack. I'm hitting the button, and they're hearing it.
They're hearing it, but we can't hear
It's
it.
our,
That's
it's
We
our,
can just assume because we know they're hearing it. So
it's
you-
our board.
Yeah, the board
Would be
I
my
think
guess.
you sparked the board.
You sparked the board. Can we get you a power cord so you don't have to get up?
Yeah,
Would
probably
that
be
be
idea. I thought
convenient?
Rhett was you had all these cords.
Come on,
I got
Brett.
tons of cords. Stop by the.
That's right.
How am I supposed to know what cord? I got a gajillion cords.
Need some cords. Jeremy's in $2. Go team Tachaka.
Jeremy's
Checka.
broken.
Hey,
On the 3-hour mega show, the I guess last week or whatever it was, Jeremy spent about $100, $2 at a time.
Oh, hey, JR.
And every
Making,
time you came in, you said,
I would Jeremy,
yeah.
which was very funny.
Hilarious.
Yeah, I laughed.
Over and over and over and
I
over
was
again.
hammered.
I'll be honest. I don't really feel any dislike towards the Americans as far as this
It's
game.
'cause the tournament hasn't started yet.
I will want Canada to win on Saturday, but tonight it's
Hey,
let's
the arrogant Americans.
I was
well,
going to
let's have
say,
some.
Can you drum up some animosity, please?
wait till they're doing flybys at 10-0 hooting and hollering.
Wee! They'll be doing that. Woo! Like the
Free
skier.
bird.
They
Hey, get Jeremy off there. It doesn't.
Jeremy, get out of here. $2.
You know,
Jeremy.
team could show.
Time in the sun.
yeah, they're gonna boo hard because they're booing anthems.
Out
right?
Stu.
Oh, Stewie.
It is Stu. Happy birthday to
Can you
Mandeep.
believe I had 2 Uncle Stews?
Unbelievable.
Had? T's and P's.
One passed. Yeah.
Well, small
Jeez.
towns.
Sorry.
Mhm.
Same guy? Never mind.
Mandeep. I see. You know what? Usually Mandeep. A lot of times he's in the chat. He's probably getting his haircut.
Oh, yeah,
He's
yeah.
dialing it in.
know what it is?
for his
He'll
birthday.
listen to it at the
Absolute-
barber,
Oh,
but
wow.
then he
And
gets-
what a setup he's got.
Right
Yeah.
by his ear.
Birthday thin Valentine's Day. That guy's going to be
Yep.
pristine.
Lot of brownie
Sore.
points banked.
Raw. Happy birthday, Mandeep.
Man, I think his wife's a teacher, so she's off. Good. Look
Oh.
out at the Mandeep house.
Goodness gracious. And I'll share this. I asked for context on what is it. My daughter sent me a text. It's always nice to hear from your kids, right?
Yep.
It's like, hey, Dad. And my daughter, she's 13. She's a sweetheart. Loves her dad.
When's that going to change?
You don't say no to
soon.
her.
So this is what I got sent to me from my daughter.
Mhm. That's you.
I guess because there's an arrow.
You look angry, so that's for sure you.
So is that a toilet with pee in it, and I'm in the toilet
and poo?
Well, it says pee right there, so yeah.
Yeah, but I didn't know if it said. I'm not sure. So I texted. I said, "What is this exactly?" She said, "You."
Duh.
And I said,
Well,
"Well,
with her.
what's the context?" Just joking.
She's got you.
I'm gonna send Dad a picture. That's nice. What is it? Of a pony? Of a beach?
A unicorn?
Or Dad in a
There's
toilet with piss?
Definite some deep rooted issues going
Look how
on.
angry you are.
Look how angry I am. Is
Jeez,
right.
are you
With
all
my
right?
big fat round face,
Jeez.
bad teeth. She nailed it.
Eyebrows
Really.
are just
It's like I said, trade Rasmus Anderson. Look how angry you are there.
Somebody says hit the fit. I just don't think. Yeah, we're not gonna hear it.
Do a refresh on there.
Oh God,
It's-
I'm not
I'm the
waiting
what?
for a
Show's
hard
over,
shot.
Jack.
Easy for you to say. You got nothing to do.
You got no
Reset
life.
like Russell Wilson
Sitting
resets.
around,
You got no one to buy.
worried about the
do
Penguins
anything.
and the stupid.
I'm just glad they can hear it. They can hear it.
Yeah.
So that when I do this, they can. See you, buddies. See, we couldn't hear it.
I didn't. Are we done?
might not be over.
Are we done?
Jack,
Jack,
We done?
did he hear us?
I hit the. That'll do it. Ah, see you, buddies.